Right. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us again for another WKS podcast. This time I'm here with Chris and Maggie from Illusions of Grandeur. How you doing, guys?
Good. How are you? How's it going, guys?
Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. Would you like to sort of start off by telling us a bit about yourself, sort of musical background, that sort of stuff?
Sure. Can you go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I've been in music my entire life. Since I was a little girl. I used to go to band practice with my dad, and I think that's where my love of music kind of started. So I've been on stage since I was about 4.
Wow.
In my first band when I was 15, and kind of haven't stopped since. So
I started playing bass when I was 8, so I was a late bloomer. And I've been going ever since. Started professionally in the music industry around 14, 15, touring and making albums, and I've just been doing it ever since. And when I met Maggie about 9 years ago,
8 or 9,
8 or 9 years ago, she was singing in another band, and I had a radio show here in Philadelphia, Rockledge, and she came into the studios. We had performances, and I saw her singing, and I just went, that's my singer. So I think it took 3 years, and somewhere around 2015 we started Illusions of Grandeur, and just started recording music and touring, and it's been a wild ride ever since.
So how would you describe your music?
Our music is based a lot in mythology, and I also pull in a lot of personal experience. I try to do double entendres where it fits our storyline for the Siren Saga, but at the same time,
it's fantasy metal.
Yeah, fantasy metal. You could independently listen to the music as well and enjoy it, I think.
We have a lot of influences, but like heavy stuff like Korn.
Yeah.
And then and then more contemporary stuff like Queen.
Yeah.
So it's got a theatrical element, yet it's heavy. And then she pulls in so many vocal stylings from Janis Joplin to Taylor Momsen to, she just pulls in a lot of classic rock and has her own style. So I think we've kind of blended it together to make our own
thing. Yeah.
Okay. I think I read on your bio, you did a sort of live show, I think it was 2015. Was it the Siren Saga?
Yes.
Yeah.
So is that still going? Is that the grand thing that's happening? Do you know?
Yeah. We're in the second album right now, The Siren. So there's 3. The first one was The Siren, the songs of the Siren. The second one is The Siren, and the last one will be The Siren Rises. So right now we're working all things The Siren.
It's a conceptual album kind of built after Viking mythology and basic storytelling. It's 3-part saga. Opening with kind of Hi, This Is Who We Are, the songs of the Siren, and now and that journey, and now we're in our second album called The Siren, which will be out in March on Toil Records, and it builds on the first album yet takes you someplace different, and because of the pandemic, we slowed down production, obviously, because things kind of stopped. So what we've been doing is releasing a series of singles and videos that started in October with the first video and single Crossing Over. And then in December, we put out Down, which is amazing because it was, as of yesterday, out for 1 month, and it's had 60,000
Thank you, everyone.
So aces for everyone supporting us out there.
Superb. I've just noticed that, she disappeared. Maggie Vaughan. She was waiting in the waiting room to come into the interview, but she's now disappeared.
Maggie.
Our promotions person.
That's our promoter.
It's a lot. It's a worldwide organization, so it's kind of funny because she's in Mexico. We're here. Other people producing and working with her in England, Germany, France. So everyone's on a different timeline.
Yeah, that's
right.
So,
I enjoy that a whole lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun trying to line things up.
Yeah, I'll have to apologize to Maggie there because I was just interested in what was saying and forgot to click the button to let her in. But
it's okay. We'll let her know.
She'll survive.
So whereabouts in the UK have you toured then?
Whitney, Oxfordshire. Wonderful, wonderful place.
It's kind of our second home.
Yeah, I've got
Okay.
family there now.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah, we were invited to play the festival in Whitney in 2018, and it was kind of the
Whitney Music
catalyst.
Fest.
The Whitney Music Festival.
Yeah, Whitney Music Fest.
And do some local gigs, sprouting a couple 100 miles in each directions. But that was like the main festival was the reason we were there, and that kind of launched our first European tour. And then we've been every year since going back and expanding a little more and a little more. So we usually start out at the Whitney Fest, play some shows in that general area out almost, haven't been to London yet, but soon. It would have been this year, but pandemic.
Yeah.
And then we actually, and then I think I'm wearing the shirt. This
You
was
are,
our
yeah.
Ukraine. We went to the Ukraine and did a 20 whatever show tour throughout the Ukraine in 2019. And that's really brought us a lot of love from the Ukraine and Russia. And it's been
fantastic.
kind of fun.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was a really cool experience.
So what's your creative process then? How's it go for you? You're writing, who writes, or you both write? How's it work?
Chris writes the music. He'll like put a template together and sort of give it to the guys and kind of get everybody's opinion. And I kind of wait for them to work on it and work it out and decide if it's going to be a song or not. And then I take it and I put the vocal melody and all the lyrics to it. I mean, you can elaborate a little bit because he's the song master. So he cranks them out.
It's a group effort. Luckily we have our own recording studio here on the farm here out in Lancaster. So everybody, and with modern technology now, everyone can kind of record at home. Our drummer cuts all his drums at his house in Philadelphia and then just emails them to me. Crazy. So I'll work up templates of songs and then I'll give them to Maggie for her to review, and she'll let me know, is that a song or you're out of your mind? That's not a song. And then the lyrical process, and then we get together and jam on it, and hopefully it comes out good. Most of the time it does, so knock on wood.
Yeah, that's it. So how's the pandemic, how's it affected you guys musically then, apart from the fact that you can't tour? But
actually I think it was, in a way, like it was almost good for us because it slowed us down. Like we're very, very go, and if we have an opportunity presented, we take it, so it was actually, in our case, it was kind of good because we got to kind of calm down and just be in the studio. So I think because of that, we got some really great songs on the second album. I got to literally just take my time in the vocal booth and play with things. And, and again, I think it's offered up some pretty neat songs because of that. So we tried to turn it into a good thing. And I think for us, it really did turn into a good thing. We've also, like CM said, we've started doing these music videos as well. And we did have a video for Mayhem and Breathe, but our trajectory for that hasn't been as planned out and successful as it is now.
Now we've kind of launched into our like a little bit of our own production media of making videos. So
in a green room, we have a green room.
Yeah, we turned our
green room.
we have an outbuilding back in the farm area that was kind of a garage, and now it's a green screen stage.
Yeah,
so
pretty cool.
It was pretty interesting.
Brilliant.
So the concept for this album, rather than usually it's put the album out, do a couple videos and tour.
Right.
So now we've kind of shifted our focus, and it's singles and videos, and then the album will come out and be supported by, I think, a live in concert. I hope.
Yeah, I hope so.
Which is floating around right now. We're technically playing a lot of metal festival right now. It's a recording of us live.
Yeah.
It's no Iron Maiden at Long Beach, but it's pretty good, I think.
Superb.
But so we're out there doing that, and then I think we're going to do a full performance of the album, which would be great. But right now, it's the singles and follow the videos because they're going to take you to the storyline of the album.
So have you got a favorite track that you play that you like to perform?
Whatever the newest one is.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what happens is you go into the studio and then you're finalizing a mix and then you make a video for it and it's like the best thing ever, like this is my favorite song. And then, because it solidifies so much between hearing it over and over and over again, doing it for the music video and then playing it over and over and over again. And it gets really super tight. So Funny enough, I kind of have to agree with that. It's like, oh, I didn't feel this song as much as I did before. This is awesome.
I'm into the Wolf right now.
Yeah, I know, I am too. The Wolf, which is the next release. So,
but no joke, the song is progressed. We actually played it live on our Ukraine tour.
We did.
It was one of the new songs, and
I wrote it on the plane.
She wrote it on the plane. And we toured it, and we've been playing it. And the reason I'm so into it right now, not only because I'm mixing it, but it has changed so much and grown, and it's also
so
completely different from anything else we've ever done.
Yeah.
So I think mid-February, February 16th or so, we're going to see that come into release, and then the video will follow. And the video is something completely.
Oh yeah, we're really excited for the video too. It's going to be it's special.
It's been a creative windfall, the pandemic, for us. So
yeah.
I know it kind of sucks, but it's also, I guess you have to find the positive.
Yeah, that's
brilliant. So where can we and the fans get hold of your music, or new fans, where can they get hold of your music?
All things IOG.
All things IOG at iogmusic.com. You can find all of our links to our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever other social media.
Yeah, that's
YouTube,
our hub,
everything.
Our whole world.
If you just go to iogmusic.com, you'll find all of our stuff.
Brilliant. So if you could open up for any band, could be past, present, whatever, who would it be?
Oh, now okay. My answer for that has got to be Korn. Korn had a massive impact on my life.
She's the female Jonathan Davis.
I'd love to be the female Jonathan. I just love to be in his presence. I don't even need to talk to him. I just want to be near him. I love In This Moment, and I would love to do something with them as well. But I think all-time favorite would have to be Korn for me. And as far as meeting somebody, if we want to go into the past, Dimebag would be my.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'd love to meet Dime, but that's definitely a wish.
See, now you're throwing their past, present, or future.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Pantera, but present.
I don't know. I'd probably want to open for like Judas Priest during the British Steel tour, or maybe Iron Maiden on the Power Slave tour. Either one.
Yeah. Okay, so if you were talking to a younger version of yourself right now, what advice would you say to them?
Don't waste time. Focus on the business aspect of the band, because it's insanely important. It's unfortunately not just about the creative and fun aspect.
Music, business.
Yeah, music and business, it goes hand in hand. So don't waste time, and remember to focus on the business end. It's insanely important for success.
Yeah.
I'd just say keep going.
Yeah. And don't let anything
get in your way.
Anybody's opinion of you, because they're like belly buttons. Everybody's got one. So keep going. Keep going.
So have you got
persevere?
Have you got any plans then to, once this lockdown's over and all this and we can travel again, to come over for a tour?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think Europe is pretty hot spot for us.
We were set to go, I think, we're talking about Belgium and places like that in April or May. It's still, because it's still the pandemic occurring, that's not going to happen. So we're hoping late summer, early September, maybe, to return, get to the UK, and then back through the Ukraine, Germany, France. So, and Italy is like the goal for. It was the goal for 2020. It's the goal for 2021. But
I think Netherlands is on the list as well.
Yeah, Netherlands is on. They have offers. So we just want to get back over.
Yeah.
And then returning back early 2022 tour the States again, because it's been a minute. We've been ignoring our fellow patriots here in the States. So probably it'll be Europe in late 2021, knock on wood, and then early 2022 a full United States tour.
Brilliant. I always ask if there's a couple of tracks on YouTube that I normally tag on to the interviews. Have you got two that you would like me to put up against this?
Down and Crossing
Over. Yeah.
Down's the video we just put out on Christmas Day.
Yes.
It's a 9-minute epic kind of tale of the song Down, which takes you down into the Hades. So that's interesting. And Crossing Over was the first single and the first thing cut in our new green screen room. So it was a lot of fun and trial and error. So I'd say put those two if you could.
I will do. I will do. Right. A final question now. And I ask everybody that I interview, I always ask this question at the end. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for you being here musically right now?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, lots of people. Well, first of all, this gentleman right here to my right. He's big reason I'm where I am now for sure. My dad, absolutely. If it wasn't for my dad, I would have probably never gotten into music. I'm sure there's some other people along the way for sure that have impacted us. Our personal manager, Chris Garby, he's been there since the beginning.
Poor guy.
I was gonna actually say poor guy, because he's seen me at my, dramatic worst, and Chris at his blah. So, Chris Garby has been there. He started out as a super fan, and now he just doesn't leave our side. So he's definitely somebody I would put up there.
Big part of your organization.
Yeah.
Who would I?
Yeah.
So many people.
Yeah, I know. That's how
don't put me up for a Grammy. They'll sing me off. I'm just inspired by so many different styles of music. It has to maybe go back to my days at Settlement Music School and meeting Stanley Clark and different musicians in avant-garde kind of fields of music who just said, just play. Don't worry about it. Just play and play the best you can. So that would be my best. All the teachers, all the people out there that are passing it along to younger bands and younger musicians and inspiring them. That's who I would thank.
Lovely. Guys, look, thank you so much for giving me the time for the interview. And
absolutely. Thank you.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure.
Good luck, and I hope you succeed in everything and all your plans.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.